The terrain is different yet familiar.
What planet are we on?
The terrain is so coniferous.
The forest is alive.
It's the post-apocalyptic remains of a garage.
What is all this noise and nonsense? These filthy humans.
Let's go inside.
Take that, humans!
No!
Mingo presents the custom Mingo Planet of the Apes playset.
Lock 'em up! Get in that jail, Bright Eye.
A world of apes. It's a madhouse.
I'm here to help you, time travelers. Quiet before the apes hear us. Come on, let's go.
Let's get out of this zoo.
Come on, let's go. Shh, let's get out of here.
Our humans are escaping!
They won't get far.
Hurry! The apes are catching up.
Trying.
We're doomed.
Will Taylor and his companions escape the apes?
Filthy humans! I've always known about man.
The custom Mingo Planet of the Apes playsets comes with everything you see here by Mingo.
Don't forget to come to Migo Meet, June 16th through 17th in beautiful downtown Skokie. For more information, go to MigoMuseum.com.
Oh yeah,
Comics.com!
Yay.
Art. Oh yeah! 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 Famous cartoonist says things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist draws things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist paints things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist Art Balthazar.
Art. Hey. Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things After Dark. Tonight's show is called Into the CROHN Zone, 40 Years of JEDI. Because there may be a CROHN guest. Adam. I invited both CROHN boys, but they're both hunkering. Joe CROHN is hunkering down. And Adam said he might pop in. No pressure. Said the show must go on. I have pages to finish. I was working all day on some stuff. I wake up late. I'm finally recovered from hunkering, and I'm finally alert. And I have some pages to finish. I was getting bored, so I'm like, man, I gotta go live. So I can finish this stuff, man. It's kind of crazy. Wolfie's here. Oh yeah, Wolfie. What is happening? He is live. He is alive. Skoki's here. Oh, yeah, man. Look at that. Amazing intro. Nice start. What? D. Brad is here. Good to see D. Brad. Awesome. I'm drawing 2. Good, man. I'm just going to hunker. I'm going to do some pages. I got a page number 9 ready to go up here. I'm going to draw that. If Adam shows up, we'll talk about some Star Wars, because today, Joe's here. The inner spaced arts mind. Yeah, man. Let's see, Joey. D. Brad sub drank some clearly Canadian. Yeah, man. Yagams, you're a good man, sir. Hunkering hard. Yeah, Joey's here. Joey's hunkering. We got people watching, man. This is cool. Troy's here. What's Troy saying? He says, "Good early morning, sir." Yeah, man. I'm getting things going. Working all day. I'm a late morning, early afternoon waker upper. But the moment I wake up, I got to drive everyone to work. But now it's cool. Everyone goes to work. Nobody's here for dinner. So my wife came home and we went out on a date. I took her to get some chicken wings. So we went to get some chicken wings and hung out, and she got some crab legs. Yeah, crab legs. We went to Hooters. I took her to Hooters. I said, "Want to go to Hooters?" She said, "Yeah." Swig. Swig for taking wives on dates. So now the late night beverage is going, man. And I finally came home, and then I had to pick up everybody up from work, their jobs, and then I finally got to work, and now I'm instinct. I wanted to lay down, but I had to get out, had to get through that, man. Had to get through the funk. But now I'm okay. Now I'm okay, and now I'm going to draw some stuff. I drew some secret stuff earlier, but I can't show you that, so I'm going to draw some other stuff that I can show you. I'm drinking bubbly, not clearly Canadian. That's all right. Hashtag romance. Yeah, man. Joe. Hashtag Joe. He knows. Hashtag Joe CROHN. We know what we got to do, man. Keep the ladies happy. Keep ourselves happy. Keep ourselves from being bored in your head. Yeah, man. And I got headphones on. Usually I have headphones because the last show I had Jamie Cosley on with me, and I need headphones when I talk to people. Otherwise, it gets static. What's that? Feedback. So, but I left it on, and hopefully you guys hear me good. I like it. I'm comfortable. I got my socks. Go Sox. But I just left it, man. I just left it doing my thing. And I could go further back, see? And the mic is always right here. Or I could go real close. You guys shut up and draw, Balthazar. Where's my stuff? Well, that's another thing, man. I got a whole bunch of books ready to go on my website for sale. But I have this, it's called Turbify. It's Drew Yahoo, I think. Or it was, and now it's separating from Yahoo, but they're doing updates, so I couldn't load my book for May yet. So I'm glad that I put 2 books up in April, but my book for May is going to be Meteorite number 3, and I want to get that up there, which I can't wait, man. I got to get it up there. But look what I got from a fan of mine, Mario. He drew me as Bigfoot. With a rubber glove, with Johnny's glove, and there's a bucket of Harold's right there, and me eating Harold's. Look at it. It looks really cool. That's me. And it's real cool to see what people see me as. And here I am thinking I'm this young, handsome fella. Well, I am handsome, but young, maybe not. But he apparently sees my beard is gray. It is though, right? It's a great beard. George Clooney also has a great beard, so I know I'm doing okay. Me and the Clooney Meister. Let me see what I got, man. I got a whole bunch of books that are going to be for sale. And once I put them up, hopefully this thing will update. It says it's updating by May 30th, which is man, they said they wanted to update my website by May 1st, but now it's taking longer. So I'm getting more updates telling me to update. Will be delayed another update from now. So it's kind of crazy. But these are books I got on my site now. Everything's still available on my site. I got this Wolf Boy variant covers. The variant Wolf Boy. This is issue number 2. And I have the wrestling books. You're going to see a little preview. I'm working on a wrestling book with these guys again. I'm going to draw that in a minute. You're going to see that That's gonna be cool. Here's the cover for Wolf Boy number 2, the real cover, the real book, the non-variant edition. But I have just as many as those as the variant, which is kind of cool. I have Abraham linkage. These are all available on my website right now, which is pretty cool. And I have the second book we did with the wrestlers, with my buddy Kaz and Daniels from AEW. There they are on the bottom, see. But the part 3 of the book I'm working on, I'm trying to get it done. We wanted it done for this weekend. They're doing a pay-per-view, but man, I told them I can't do it, man. I like in the beginning of April, what's before March? In March and February, March, I was like, I had no work from any publishers. Then all of a sudden I got a whole bunch of stuff. So I got to hunker down, man. Hunkering's tough when you want to do other stuff. If I didn't have to do other things, hunkering wouldn't be so bad. So here's Meteor Mite number 2. This one's on my website currently. My May book is this one, Meteor Mite number 3. Meteor Mite number 3 will be up as soon as they let me go. As soon as they let me say I can upload. That's the one button that's not refreshed, is the product wizard. It's called product wizard button, and I'll be able to upload this book. But I think I'm going to do 2, because by the time May 30th comes, that'll be a month, and then I'll be ready for the next one. Oh, my buddy Adam's here. I see him in they call it the green room. He's in there. And then I got this one too, Meteor Mite. Webster the Spider Monkey number 0. This is on my site too. You get website. Webster. I call him website. Webster's website. Haha. He's number 0. He's up there, and number 1 is up there as well. And then of course Wolf Boy number 1 is up there. But this one, I reprinted this. This is gonna probably be this one, and I got number 3.5. I don't have it here with me. It's upstairs. But number 3.5 is a brand new cover, and it goes between number 4 and number 3 and 4. But it's going to be cool. So I'm going to have probably 3 books. I'm going to put 3 because this one is just another reprint, a new printing. I hate to say reprinting, so I say it's a new printing, new publisher. The new publisher is me. That's all true, man. Yeah. I'm going to add Adam. You ready to go, Adam? I'm going to add him. Let's see what happens. Look, here he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, socks. Same logo, man. How you doing, sir?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. You're not buzzed or nothing. You're not ringing. That's good.
Good.
Yeah, man. I'm new to having guests on my show.
Really?
Yeah. Welcome to Famous
I'm
Cartoonist.
not the first guest.
No, my first guest was Gordy on my 100th show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the first. Maybe Franco was, but I had Franco on there, Jamie Cosley. I just have my friends. I don't reach out for celebrities because all my friends are celebrities. I have them on here. Like you might know Adam CROHN from comics, live streams, live shows.
Does it say? I can see, but I don't know if you can see. Does it say Hall & Oates?
It does. It says Hall & Oates. Yeah. And he said, look at Joey's here too. He says the spec is high.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang.
He says like Mario didn't draw neck hair. Yeah. Did you see my drawing from Mario? Mario drew me as a Sasquatch.
No,
See, I know that all my stuff's gonna fall because I got a pile. When I got my hunker table here. Like he drew me a Sasquatch. Look at.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
eating a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, I saw you posted that.
Yeah, it's cool.
But you only posted the head. I didn't know what it was.
Oh yeah, that's on Instagram. On Facebook, I put the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm dressed in a Sasquatch outfit. I don't know if it was Sasquatch. It could be Chewbacca. Because how you doing, Chewbacca?
How you doing? Is that something that he has seen you in? So he's drawing it from reference?
Yeah, I didn't think anyone was watching me that day. But, he was out there. He's in the bushes, looking at me, saying, "Hey, man, are you hunkering?" I was like, "I'm supposed to be hunkering, but I'm eating this chicken, Harold's chicken." Man,
they opened up a Harold's by me, but I haven't been to it yet because it's in Wrigleyville. I don't like going there.
Oh,
and it's too close. I don't want to get delivery, so it's like I don't know.
That'll be worth it, man. Even just wear the socks hat when you go there.
You'll be fine. What's up?
Yeah, so no one will bother you. You just look at people in Wrigleyville and they get scared. What? Yeah. And that's the thing you say is what, and they're like, "Oh, sorry," or you can say, "What?"
You get your oats. To say? Do we need to talk about something?
You need to get your oats.
You need some oats. We've been missing you at the shop, man.
I know, man. I know ever since Gordy came home, picked him up from school,
Yeah.
and these deadlines, and like I'm needed. I got a lot of dad duties all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like
That's cool.
yeah, it's cool. And I finally got down to work today at about 11:30. And I'm like, man, I was drawing earlier, and I was, when you're in that, like, man, I got to keep going, but I want to lay down,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I have to let the dinners flow through me, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to brew coffee. Coffee didn't help. I made coffee. It didn't help.
You
I
ever
should.
tried green tea?
I did. Yeah.
Green
Yeah.
tea gets me smoother awake. Coffee makes me like if I'm trying to paint
Yeah.
something, I'm all like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Coffee's good in the morning, especially, and then
Yeah.
I gotta stop because then
Get some green tea like around like 5 p.m.
yeah. I switched to the diet soda. That does it for me. I think my body's used to it. I was doing Red Bull for a while. Then I was
Ooh,
getting real shaky.
that's
Like,
poison.
yeah, I had to stop. I had it like I went cold turkey, as they say.
Yeah.
I went cold chicken. Yeah,
Cold chicken.
cold chicken. I
That's
had
some
a
cold chicken.
hankering for a hunkering for a hot wing.
Hunk of cheese. Hankering for a hunk of cheese.
Hot
I
wing
like
just-
this thing that you have.
You like that? Yeah. I feel like I'm on a command ship. You
Yeah,
know?
dude. Gray. You're gray 5.
Grade 5 standing by.
Because your hat.
Get out of there, Luke. Yeah.
Weren't they all like designated because of the hats that they wore? Like,
Yeah, this one's
yeah,
oh,
like-
I like that. Yeah.
like
I don't have any figures. I got
Yeah.
monkeys. I got
Yeah,
monkeys
monkey.
over here. Yeah. I got 2
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Zaiuses. See? I got monkeys. I got
Oh,
these
wow.
guys.
There you go.
Orangutans. Orangutan tang.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But I got this hat is the military cover, the camouflage. They
Oh,
wore this a few years ago for a game, but now every year they do the Memorial Day weekend hats. I think this was one of them one time. I'm not sure. Something. It's cool
is
though, right?
it gray? Am I seeing that right, or is
It's
it?
like greenish, like olive green, like military, but it looks gray.
All right.
I thought it was cool. Not a camouflage guy, but I thought this looked cool because under the brim is like,
Oh, I
see?
see it now.
Yeah,
Camo.
it's camo. Like
I
only
like
Kanye West likes camo, right? And big boots. Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, people are saying stuff, man. What's this guy say? D Brad's here.
Oh, D Brad. You know,
Yeah,
I've never seen D Brad's face.
But that's him. That's what he looks like right there.
Wow, D Brad in
You
the
have a
house.
voice in your head for any of your characters. Mostly all of them. Yeah. But I can't really, I don't know what they sound like though. I know what they sound like, but I can't do it.
What does Meteorite sound like?
Hey man, Meteorite's like I imagine his voice being like Adamant. Like
Okay.
he's kind of based off of Adamant. You know, all my guys are kind of based off some Hanna-Barbera character
Sure.
because that's what created me. Hanna-Barbera made me, and I
Yeah.
know that if I was an adult in the '60s, I would have probably worked for them. I just would have walked in and says, "Hey man,
Hey,
I'm ready to
man.
work for you, man."
Give me a job, man.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, that's all true.
I
That
wish,
would have
I
happened.
wish it still worked that way because I would do that all day long. I'd walk in and be like, "You're
Yeah.
gonna hire me."
I'm the guy. Yeah,
I'm the
you've
guy.
been looking for me. The
Yeah.
search is over. You found me. You know, now you got to apply online.
Yeah.
Send. You're like, now I got to wait. Now you got to go to LinkedIn. That's stupid.
Yeah.
LinkedIn
Ugh.
sucks. I
Gives me
hate it.
gas.
I get it. I get updates every day and notifications, but I don't even search. I delete them from email. Like, I don't need to go there. I go there and I don't know where to go, what to do.
It's just a silly place.
Yeah, but my wife tells me I need to be on there.
Everybody says that you need to be on there if you're an adult, but like
Yeah.
it just doesn't accomplish. I don't know what it accomplishes.
Yeah. I like this, what we're doing. We're on Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube. This is where
Oh,
we
yeah?
need to be.
Nice.
We're streaming, man. I'm on
Yeah.
7. We're on Twitch now too. We're twitching this thing right now. We're
I've
live
never
on
been on
Twitch.
Twitch. This is my first Twitch.
Oh, cool. Like, but every time, the video only stays on Twitch as long as we're live. But the
Okay.
moment it goes it goes away. But we have to play video games for anyone to watch us
That's true.
because
I know a guy. One of my best friends has a good friend in Japan. He's American, but he lives in Japan. His career or his livelihood is live streaming his life on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
That's what he does for a living, and people tune in to watch someone else's life. It blows my mind.
Wow, that's cool. They're kind of watching our life right now because this is what we're doing in our
This is
life
different.
today.
This is two really cool dudes
That's right.
hanging out with White Sox hats,
White Sox hats,
with toys.
beverages. Yeah.
I
And
don't-
it looks like we're in the same house.
we
You know?
could be. We could be.
Yeah. You're like
Oh,
over there.
upstairs. Yeah, I'm
You're
back
behind
there
me,
behind.
Mm-hmm. Because I could
Where-
kind of see you.
Are those display shelves that you pointed to back there?
Yeah, that right
Like
there.
it-
That's the Flintstones are on a table. That's an old Mickey Mouse bank,
I see
and
it.
I bought Flintstones banks. That Mickey Mouse bank is actually in the Museum of Science and Industry, and I took the kids there, and they saw it, and they freaked out. Dad, that's your bank. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it's in there. It's in the display on the way to the astronaut room. It's in there, but every time I see it, it's been there for years, and I had that when I was a little kid. I
That's
was a
awesome.
baby, like 4 years old. I had that, so it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
I
I
like
still
it.
have
Like,
the bank. I still have the bank that I had when I was 4. It's sitting right there.
does it still have the pennies in it?
Yeah, it's like it's I don't know why it's a pig, a white pig with like the 76 and like the
Yeah,
flag on it. I don't know
maybe
what
it's
the
from
pig is for, but
it's from a gas station or something.
yeah, but it's
That's
full.
cool.
It's full.
Oh,
One of
it's
these-
full
one of these-
full of
full
coins.
money. It's full of coins, and I can
Oh.
see there's like a $2 bill in there. I can see into the slot,
Oh,
the coin slot.
so that's the bottom you could open, or you
Nope.
got is the kind you got to break?
I have to break it.
Oh no, don't do that. Or
Nah.
get your Dremel. Dremel a hole on the bottom.
Yeah.
Zzz. Is this ceramic or plastic?
It's ceramic. It's heavy, man. It probably weighs
Yeah.
60 pounds.
Yeah, you got to get a Dremel.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
wild.
cool.
It's wild.
Yeah,
I,
man.
I wonder, Adam, I want to see some of your customs, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
AC Toy Designs.
Oh
We're
man,
here.
the
Sharing
weird
a
thing,
moment together.
yeah, the weird thing is that, well, it's not weird, but like when I finish a commission, it goes. I got to
Yeah.
ship it. So, but I do have, and it's funny that it's D. Brad that asked that.
D. Brad's a good man.
So I
Yeah.
got,
Oh,
I got
look at
this,
that.
this
Yeah,
kit
that's cool.
bashed Mando. I don't know who printed that head, but the body is white Boba Fett. And
Yeah.
then he's got all his gear, but the coolest part is he's got like real cloth wrapped around his legs there.
Oh, cool.
So he needs to be painted. I've got a female version that I'm working on.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. She has like a scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm learning how to sew things. I don't know how to do that.
So I use glue and tape to sew stuff.
That's probably what I'll end up
I
doing.
put it.
I got it's too bad I just shipped out this really awesome Werewolf by Night, but I'll be posting
cool.
him. I'll be posting him real soon.
That's
I got,
cool. Oh, I saw it because you made him with the snout.
Yeah,
Like the dog
sculpted
snout.
his face. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a handful of bearded
Oh, look at
men.
those guys.
Bearded men.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to they're going to end up being that.
Wow. Oh, that looks cool. Did you see that Kenner or Hasbro just released one? They're gonna make that into the vintage, not the retro ones like you're doing, like
Right.
but the articulated ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
saw
So
that.
you beat him to the punch, sir.
Yeah. Well, and mine's kind of like, it's very Kenner.
Yeah.
It's very Kenner, and
Yeah.
and they're all hand sculpted. I don't do any of that digital business.
I don't deal with that.
I don't deal in. Hey,
That's cool.
Chewbacca.
How you doing? Yeah, man. You guys reminded me. Or Joe, #Joe said it was the 40th anniversary.
40th.
Yeah. I named the show after you guys. It's
This
called
show?
Into the CROHN Zone, 40 Years
Oh,
of Jedi.
I love
That's
it.
what today's show's called.
It's an honor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you saw Jedi?
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Tell me
in
more.
high school. It was 83, right? No, I graduated 8th grade. And that summer I remember seeing it. Yeah. I saw it all throughout the summer. Because it goes to the big theaters, and then our neighborhood theater was the $1.75 every Friday. We go to the movies, and we get there. If we get there by 6, we would see all the movies and leave at like 11:30 at night. So
Yeah.
I saw it like when it came out. They they showed, I think it was Jedi, then they showed Empire, and then Jedi again. So that's what I watched Jedi twice, and it stayed in there all summer. So that
At
was
that
cool.
point when it came out, when I saw Jedi, it was the first movie I ever saw that I can remember seeing in a theater.
Yeah.
And I remember the day we were at Circuit City and we were buying like a dishwasher or something. And my dad was like, "If you guys are good, I'll take you to a movie." And we were good. Took us to see Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
I don't remember what the buzz was. So do you remember like
Yeah.
was it as like it was like, "Oh, Return the Jedi's out."
I remember like every year we'd get magazines. Well, after the first movie, we got magazines for Easter or when we were sick. I would get Star Wars magazines and I would read everything. And after the first Star Wars movie, I read that Owen was Obi-Wan's brother, and I read that the stormtroopers were clones. I didn't know what clones were,
Yeah,
and I had to learn all that. And I remember it was a magazine that opened up. They had pages, but once you got to the middle, it opened like they had a centerfold, but it got real big. Like
right.
the centerfold opened up, and they had the poster with all the guys on it. And it's the first time I ever read the word Sith Lord. And I'm like, what is a Sith Lord? And it was weird because in that photo, Darth Vader's lightsaber was different. It was pink and it was real pointy. It was short, skinny. It was weird looking. And I didn't know why it looked different, but I thought it was a Sith. I thought the Sith lightsaber was different from what he had in the movie. Maybe that was the Sith saber.
Yeah.
But but I remember reading that, and then when the magazines came out, I read the magazine that spoiled Empire Strikes Back, and I hated it. And then after that, I had after Empire and then Jedi came out, I said, I'm not going to read anything. So I had a stack of magazines at home, but on the cover had Vader and Luke with the two red guards next to him, the
Mm,
Emperor's guards.
right.
And I was dying to know who those guys were. And in the spread, the only thing I saw was when the Emperor was coming out of the shuttle and you saw the stormtroopers lined up, that
Yeah.
scene. But then I don't think they showed the Emperor. They were waiting for him and Vader was kneeling. And I'm like, that's the only two pictures I saw. And so the whole movie was not spoiled at all. I didn't know what was coming, and it was, man, it was cool. And
Isn't
I
that
think I was,
crazy that like
yeah,
the spoilers were this one magazine that
yeah, the one I got for Easter, yeah, and like it must have been like April, and the movie
yeah,
came out in May, and I read it like, and I didn't think it was. I didn't go in there looking for spoilers. I was just exciting. Oh, I'm gonna read about Star Wars, and I open it, and like you see Yoda, you see uh Vader doing this like his father, all that stuff was in there. Like, damn. And I read the Marvel comic too, but I thought the Marvel comic was just more adventures because I was reading the comic. You know, when Luke had a red pink lightsaber, sometimes it's yellow. He had different color lightsabers in the book all the time or on the cover.
right.
And I remember Luke Skywalker stands alone and he had to fight all these monsters. But I remember all that and the big green rabbit. I read all those stories. So when I read Empire Strikes Back, I didn't think it was the movie because Yoda looked like a little elf. He looked like
Oh yeah,
he had real long legs and he
yeah,
just looked like a regular guy, but they made him small
yeah.
and he wasn't in proportion of an elf. Like, I don't know, he looked weird. I didn't think this can't be the movie, but then it was. I'm like, damn. So it really messed me up, and so I never wanted any spoilers from then on. But then when Vader, when he died, it freaked me out. Like
Yeah,
he's dead. That means there's no more. Like
yeah,
I didn't think that was going to be the last one. I was like, man, I want to see more. Like, why
I,
would they finish it? Like, just keep going.
yeah, totally,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
I don't. It's weird. Like I don't have any memory after seeing it in the theater. I don't remember
Oh,
where my brain. Although because the Ewok movies came out after, and I remember those
yeah, on TV. Yeah.
absolutely. And then also the Ewok cartoon and the Droids cartoon also came out
Yeah.
after. So I guess that's probably what I was thinking. Like, oh, the Ewok movies are happening, so Star Wars is going to keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, I went to, I think it was 8th grade, and then I went high school, and it kinda was done, and then the next thing for me was Back to the Future, that came out maybe '85,
85.
and that one took over, and then
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about Star Wars, and kind of everybody did. And then that Dark Horse comic came out, that not Heir to the Empire, Dark Empire, when Luke was
Shadows of, well,
yeah,
Shadows of the Empire was later, I think.
yeah, Luke was fighting the Emperor Palpatine clones. It was a
Right.
Dark Horse book, because I never would buy Dark Horse. I bought the one that Frank Miller wrote, Hard Boiled,
Right.
and I bought maybe Sin City, maybe that came out after. But Hard Boiled is where I discovered Dark Horse, and I always tell you that guys that's where I discovered you could swear and show boobies and stuff in
Yeah.
the book. They're like, wow, look at this, it's crazy. But then when when Dark Empire showed up, I remember standing in line at Dark Horse at the Comic Con. This was before I even had a table. I went there and I stood in line just to tell them that this is the best Star Wars to ever come back since the movie. It's a great sequel, because by then, like, Luke was tempted by the evil, by the dark side, and Leia had to save him, and it was cool, man. And then years later, they came out the figures. I think it was around 90, 91, 92, maybe. But I think the figures showed up in 95.
Yeah.
But that's what brought me back to Star Wars, and I thought it was done, and everyone thought they were done. And
What was that,
it
like
was
college?
crazy.
Was that college?
Yeah, I graduated college in 92. I graduated high school in 87. And then, I don't know if I ever told you this, like, my first job was at White Castle. I was 17.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I worked there flipping burgers, burning myself on French fry grease, and put the
Dang.
microphone on me for drive-through. But my first check I got was, I remember $140, $145, something like that. So I actually called up. I looked on the back of the package of the. Remember when Star Wars, like, you get your Millennium Falcon and it says, "We really do care," and it had a
Yeah.
phone number.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I called the
remember.
phone number. I called the phone number. It was right. Kenner was in Cincinnati, and they were still in business. And I called them and told them that I don't have the last 17 figures, the last wave,
Yeah.
and I was able to buy them from Kenner for $4 each. And
Dude.
I bought all of them. So my whole paycheck, I remember my dad telling me, "Wait, you worked all this time? You're just gonna give your money up to buy toys?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so I got all of them, but like 6 of them. Like, I got Lando, I got Luke and the Poncho, I got all these guys. The only ones I didn't get was like EV-99 and the A-wing pilot, and pop-up lightsaber R2.
Yep.
It was like 6 of them I didn't get. But eventually I was able to get them, but it took me so it's like it took me up until like 3 or 4 years ago to get the A-wing pilot.
Yeah.
But
Man.
yeah, it was cool. And I ordered them. They came to the house, and I wanted to see them in the packaging, but when I came home, my brother opened them all up. He's 4 years younger than me, so he was like
Dude.
13, and he had them all lined up on the kitchen table. And I saw it at first. I'm like, "You opened them?" And I went, "Oh, cool, you opened them." So I started playing right away. Like, so
Did
I was
they
still in high school. Yeah.
were they on card backs, or were they in those white boxes?
No, all the card backs.
Okay.
I had all the card. I had but
With
I
the
got
coin? You got the coin?
yeah, I got the coins. Yeah, I think I still have all the coins.
Yeah.
In the backs, I might still have them. I probably packed them up somewhere, but I would always save the backer cards.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't open them carefully, just rip them up.
Yeah.
But I have all those guys.
Man.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
pretty
great.
cool.
I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't think I have a single last 17. Well, I got Anakin. He doesn't really count though.
He was also available as a giveaway, like
Yeah.
a mail away. So I got him in a little baggie.
Yeah, that's
So,
what mine was.
but he's cool. But when I got him, like, I was disappointed that he didn't have a lightsaber or anything. Like, he was just, and his hands are closed.
Yeah.
He's just standing. He's like, all right, I put him on.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. And when you're playing, you never use him because Vader is always alive when you're playing.
Right.
Unless he dies, you got to go through the whole thing. I
Right.
saved you, Father. He goes, oh, there's this ghost. And they're like, Luke, what are you looking at? Oh, nothing. You know, that's how it always was. And
Did I send you? I know you sent. Yeah, you sent us the end of Star Wars without music.
yeah, with
Did I
Chewbacca
send you
screaming.
I sent you the Return of the Jedi one, right?
Yeah, with Lando clapping with no music.
Yeah. When Luke looks over there though at the three guys, the three ghosts, and there's this sound. It's like Luke goes like,
Yeah. And then Leia goes up to hug him, and she giggles.
He's like,
Come on, yeah. And then Han Solo goes, Huh? That's her hug. Yeah, he's like, and then there's another video I saw where you see, yeah, and he screams, yeah, and you see the three ghosts, the Force ghosts, and then the Ghostbusters come in and shoot them all. Did you ever see that one?
No.
They shoot them and put them in there. They go, they shrink, and then you see the Ghostbusters clapping in front of the with Lando.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I see all kinds of videos.
Man.
Yeah, it's that's funny. Yeah, man.
I think we should do that. We could do that. We could do like the end of. I don't think I've ever seen an Empire one. We could do like maybe like what's a good Chewie scene in Empire? Like when when Chewie goes into the Ugnaughts looking for
yeah.
We could like do that one and just like turn the music, turn the sound off, and then record like you, me, and Joe doing voices.
We could do instead of what the Ugnaughts interpret to, so we could use real voices. Hey, give me that.
Here, catch.
That's good scrap. Yeah.
Catch. You dropped it, man.
Hey. So did I ever tell you what happened when I showed up? Yeah. Hey, man. Did I ever tell you what happened when I showed my my kids Star Wars for the first time? I showed Audrey.
No.
Like we were watching we watched Star Wars, and they're like, okay, this is the movie you always watch. And then I started watching. We started Empire, put it on, and I said, just watch it. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be good. And they liked it right away because it starts out with the war and they're fighting, and the Yoda stuff was real cool. But when Han Solo was getting frozen and Chewbacca was screaming, Audrey's like, Dad, is Chewbacca sad? She was 10. I remember she was 10, like 8, 9, or 10 years old. 10 years old, I think. And I said, yeah, he's sad. Is that his friend? Like, yeah. He's crying because he's like, ah. And then C3, let me see. And then, when he got frozen, she actually cried when it's frozen. Then, and when the slab fell, bam, she was crying. And then when Luke was fighting Vader and his hand chopped off and he fell and all this stuff happened. Yeah. And at the end of the movie, she said, Dad, that was a real good movie. I'm like, do you like it? She goes, yeah. What happens? Did he ever save Han Solo? Does he get his hand back and all the stuff he's at? Is he his father? Like, you want to watch the next one? She said, yeah, put it on. I said, nope, not till tomorrow because you need to be awake. Because I tried watching too when I was a kid, and you fall asleep halfway through the second one. Yeah. So the next day we watched Jedi, and she was into it. Man, it was so cool. And but when we watched a special edition, because it was before Disney Plus, so I have the DVDs. Yeah. But the moment that guy came out and he go chippy, 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 she did that. She looked at me and says, Dad, what did you do? What did you do? Did you chip? I'm like, nothing. And it's like, wait, this is the movie? I'm like, yeah. Like, this is how it goes? I'm like, yeah. And then he said, why are they? No, this is. And then I'm like, no, that's how it is. And she's like, oh, well, that's dumb. And then we watched it, and the only other part was, wait, pause it. I paused the movie, and she went, really? Leia's his sister? I'm like, yeah, that's his sister. She went, and then she went, all right, press play. And then the rest of it, like Vader and all this stuff, and she said, Dad, that was another real good movie. And her and Gordy, they both loved it. And she was sitting next to me on the couch, leaning on me. I loved it. And she said, are there any more Star Wars movies? And this is before Force Awakens came out. And I said, yeah, they made 3 other ones about young Darth Vader, like before he became Vader. She says, are they good? I said, they're only good if you want more Star Wars. And she went, are they better than these? And I said, no. And she went, okay. You want to watch them? She went, no. And I'm like, okay. And really? Then when Force Awakens came out, she loved that one. She loved that one, and we saw then we saw Rogue One, and the kids hated that one because it wasn't the sequel to Force Awakens. They were confused why that was a new Star Wars movie because it doesn't make any sense. Where they didn't know where it goes, and they thought that girl was Rey, and then they thought, why does she look different? Why is Rey different? I'm telling them, that's not Rey. Like, are you sure? Yeah, that's not sure. Like why? And then Princess Leia was at the end. It's like why is she young again? We just saw her old in the Force Awakens. I'm like, all right, erase that movie. And
Yeah,
then when we went to see The Last Jedi, they loved it. She said that's her favorite. She
really.
loves those two. And the third one kind of like I don't think they remember. We saw it all and we enjoyed it because we went to see the Rise of Skywalker, and then we went to get burgers. And they were more into the burgers. And like, do you like the movie? I'm like, yeah. Like, but it didn't really.
But this hamburger.
Yeah, the hamburger was cooler. Yeah, but they really liked. She really liked the. Both kids really liked the one where Luke dies because uh, it had closure. It finished that
It's a good
story.
movie.
Yeah,
It's a good-
I think the three movies are they're terrible together, but if you watch them individually, they're actually good movies unto themselves. You
Yeah.
know, and Last Jedi, I enjoy it, but of course, I don't like anything but
Empire.
Ray and Susan, whatever her name was. No, what's her name? Tico. Yeah, Rose Tico.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, any of that. That was kind of like just wasted time. And I
You
really
said
wouldn't.
you said Empire and Jedi. When did they watch A New Hope for the first
Oh, we
time?
watched them all 3 days in a row.
Oh, okay.
So
Did
the
they?
day,
Well,
yeah,
how did they like the first one?
they liked it, but they were used to it because I always had that. I always
Uh,
watch it, and
okay.
so it was fine, but they didn't really comment on. They said it was long when the droids were walking through the desert. They felt that was long, but they were used to that one because I always would watch that all the time.
Right.
And I'd love it. I love that this this scene where they come in and Darth Vader walks through the door, doom doom doom. That's
Right.
always when I was a kid. That was
If
what
this is a
got me.
consular ship, where is the ambassador? Like
Yeah,
his voice in that scene is
yeah,
different than any other scene he's in.
yeah.
Right.
And then in Empire, he's just you could tell he's mad. He's
Yeah.
irritated. Like
Yeah.
he's so mad that Luke blew up his Death Star, and he goes, "I want Skywalker," you know.
Yeah.
And then he just chokes guys through the Zoom calls, you know. It's like
The way you do it, man.
yeah,
That's
you
awesome.
choke him. You see him like, just choke him. We got to practice that, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Imagine if Brian Lynch could do that with his Hot Wing of Justice.
Yeah, probably. Did you watch any of Did you watch Visions? Did you watch the new Visions?
I watched first season. I liked it a lot.
You haven't seen the second season?
No, not yet.
Man,
It's
I
good.
think it's better. I think it's better.
The first season had a few wasted ones, I thought.
I liked it.
Some were. I didn't
But
like the
this,
one with the Jabba band. I thought it was like I was waiting
yeah,
for it to do something, but
this one's
really,
awesome because it's every episode is a different country, like a different.
oh,
You know how season one was like all Japanese
oh
culture.
yeah.
This one's like a different one now. It's amazing, man. It really is.
Oh, it's like different animation from different
Yep.
countries.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like
One of
that.
my
Yeah.
one of my favorites. I got a few favorites, but one of my favorites was like Bollywood, kind of like
Oh yeah, yeah.
like Hindu flavor or something. It was awesome. It was really
Oh,
good.
cool. Yeah, I
Really.
like the first one. One of my favorite ones was with the little robot, like Pinocchio story,
Yeah.
where a little robot saved them. I
Yeah.
forgot. I gotta watch it again, but I think he had the Force maybe, or he made a lightsaber or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember how it went. That was a good one. And the one where all the guys were gathered together waiting for the bad guy to show up.
Yeah. Oh, it was like a
That's
council.
that's
I
probably the
forgot
best
about
one.
that. I
Yeah, that
forgot
was
about that one.
probably my favorite one because like the bad guy deceived everybody. Spoiler.
Yeah, I
And
might have to check that. I might have to watch that tonight before I go to bed.
yeah, that's a good one. And because they were all worried about what color lightsabers that people had. And the one
Yeah.
girl had does she have a clear one or something? I
Something.
forgot how it went. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's cool,
I
man.
forgot because the first episode in that season is the one with the samurai.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's like
that's
black
the one
and
that
white. Yeah.
everybody like really likes. So
Yeah.
you always forget about the other ones.
Yeah. I think people watched it and liked it, and then the next one wasn't as good, and so people stopped watching the series. I don't know. That's what usually happens to me. I lose
Yeah.
it after 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, I get it, and then I stop watching it.
Let me know when you watch the new one because it's every episode was really good.
Yeah, I just saw the ad for it. I didn't know it was out. I didn't know all of it was out yet.
Yeah.
'Cause they released all of it together, right? not once a week.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And Gordy just watched all of Mandalorian season 3. He said he liked it.
Did he?
Yeah, he liked it a lot. Then I told him what I thought, and he went, "Yeah, you're right." It was a misdirect. He went, "It was. I was
What was
expecting Snoke."
the spies?
No,
What was the misdirect? What was the
the
misdirect?
misdirect was I thought was it should have led the clones should have led to Snoke or Palpatine instead of
Oh,
Gideon wanting his own. I thought that was something they changed during the like, oh, we're running out of seasons. Let's make a movie instead. Let's change it so we could
yeah.
close off this season to start when his movie starts. He's got a clean slate. That's what I think they did. But I don't know. That's how I felt. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like they closed it. He was cool with the armor, but it felt a little Iron Man-ish.
Yeah.
He felt like he had a like robot. I don't know.
You-
I enjoyed it, but not. I was expecting more. You know.
You think he's really dead?
I'm hoping that was a clone. It'd be
I think it
cool to
was.
see a bunch of Gideon clones show up because everyone's making a big deal that he had a mustache and now he doesn't.
Yeah.
But I had a mustache about 2 months ago.
Right.
You know, so so I don't know.
You're a clone. Are you a
Yeah,
clone?
I could be. Like I
You're the
cloned
real
myself to be
83?
a little younger too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like that wasn't one of my theories. But he died with the ship crashed into him.
Well,
Yeah.
it was like fire. He put his arms out. It was just fire.
Just like Breaking Bad.
I think it was
Yeah.
either that was a clone or it was the real one, and then we'll see a clone that escaped
Yeah.
later on. We're gonna see him again.
It'd be cool because the Beskar armor can't burn. So
But
it's
he had
possible that the Beskar
took his hat
still.
off though.
Yeah, he did. It would burn his head. But I always wanted like that was what I was hoping for the end of Rise of Skywalker. I did a little video, like a 2-minute video about my predictions, and I really wanted Rey and Kylo to fight and Rey to fall into like a volcano just like Anakin did, but have the helmet burn to his head so he couldn't take it off. And I thought that would be cool. And at the end, maybe like he's struggling. You see like almost like an end credit scene, but he struggles to peel the stuff off because now he's burnt. And then when he puts the new helmet on and turns around, it's a Vader helmet. That would have been something I would have done. And then
Sure.
you could continue a new saga with Vader's still alive. And when people see him, like, why is he alive? And they don't know it's Kylo Ren. But that's, the
Yeah.
fans should write these things. They should get more. Everyone working on it needs to be a fan. And same with, I thought would have been cool. One of my theories too was like, what if Rey was fighting Kylo, but their Force ghosts were guiding them? Like,
Yeah,
like
that's what I wanted.
Luke should have been with Rey the whole time, and then the Emperor should have been, or it should have been the Emperor and also Anakin, and that's where he finds out his grandfather turned good at the end, and he's trying to, and Anakin. It would have been great to see him as a Force ghost, and then the Emperor, Anakin, and Luke, or Snoke. Snoke, maybe because the Emperor's still alive at that point, but it would have been cool to see Luke and Anakin fight Snoke as Force Ghost. And I thought that would have been something. And they could be whispering in their ears the whole time. And then that's where Kylo would totally go to the dark side. I didn't want him to get redeemed. He should have went totally dark, and then he would have been the villain in the next movie. But I don't know. But I didn't write it. That's what I would have did. I would have kept it going, man.
You know they're doing another Rey movie, right?
Yeah.
You think that's going to be its own thing, or that'll be number 10?
I hope it's number 10 in a way. Yeah, I hope it is. She needs that yellow lightsaber, but I hope I told you earlier before. I hope they connect it to what's going on now. Like if they connect it to maybe with Ahsoka or Ezra, bring them into the new movie, and they'll be older in the timeline, and they could be the old mentor. Like you could find like Ezra or in hiding or something. But I don't know if they still they do, but they have
They could
something
be,
like
they
that.
could be Force ghosts.
Yeah, but I think they should. I'd like to be an old character to bring him alive. Just get an older guy to play Ezra, put
Yeah.
a beard on him, or even a Mace Windu, put a cyborg Mace Windu cyborg. It
He's
would be
still
kind
alive.
of cool.
We're gonna
Yeah.
see a cyborg Mace Windu at some point.
Well, yeah, you don't see a body.
Yeah.
You know, no body.
All he did was
spirit.
fly out a window. That's nothing.
Yeah, and he
Mace
screamed,
Windu. Mace Windu.
"Ah, ah!"
Ah. Today they announced that Tamora Morrison's going to be in Ahsoka as Captain Rex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he had the beard, right?
Yeah,
He was
I
in.
think it's gonna be awesome. I love Captain Rex. He's awesome.
Yeah, he had the bald head and a white beard.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that. Yeah, I was hoping he would show up in the Boba Fett finale too, because I could have swore I saw
I was
something.
hoping Boba Fett would show up in the Boba Fett finale.
Yeah, that would have been good. Those 2 episodes where he wasn't there.
I would
Right,
argue that
yeah.
I would argue that Boba Fett is not in any of that show.
He showed up a little bit. He was in all the flashbacks. Yeah,
It's
but he
kind
was
of
kind
like
of
we haven't seen Wolverine yet. We've seen Logan. We haven't seen Wolverine.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But there's
Man.
rumors too about that Halle Berry is back. There's scenes with her with white hair or something.
As Wolverine, she's gonna be the Wolverine.
I get my information from whatever pops up on my phone in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee.
You have you have Wolverine alerts on your phone?
Yeah, mostly Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
She's, but I never put the volume on, but she's doing all kinds of things. Yeah.
Dude, she still has hands down the best line out of that entire franchise when she says, "Do you know what happens when toads get hit by lightning?" And they're like, "No, what?" Yeah. The same thing that happens to everything else.
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Like, really? So which is what? What is that?
It croaks. I wanted to hear it croaks. That would have been much better. But I heard they wrote that for her because she didn't have enough dialogue.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a
same
weird
thing that happens to everything else. Yeah, I didn't like it.
In her accent.
Yeah. That was a good movie though. I saw it like 3 times in the theater. The first one.
I remember it was a cool feeling. Like it was the first Blade was the first like big like legit superhero movie, but X-Men was like a team. It was like X-Men.
They got the characters right. I really like that. And they look like Matrix X-Men to me because they had all the black clothes, leather, but the characters were right.
What's that? It's like Grant Morrison X-Men. You created it.
No.
You created the X-Men.
No, you did that. No. I miss Grant Morrison. No, you did that.
You created it. Tell everyone that you created the Bat Cow.
You created the Bat Cow. No, that was you. I just saw something with Bat Cow today or yesterday. I didn't click on the link. I'm like, nope, it's not me. Yeah, there should be or maybe I did. I can't remember. They didn't mention me though, so I got.
What was the title of it?
I forgot. It was Batman patting the Bat Cow's head. And they were saying, I looked at it and I don't even know if it was on Facebook or Instagram, but I might have clicked. I can't remember because I didn't know what it was. The title didn't reference. So I was hoping like something would happen, but it said, "Can you believe there's a Bat Cow?" I'm like, all right. It should have had Tiny Titans Bat Cow. No.
No, you create.
You did that. Yeah.
When you were drawing him, did anybody milk Bat Cow?
Anybody milk him?
Was it Alfred? Who would do that? Like whose job would that be?
I don't know I don't think they milked him. There might have been a milk joke because I know Beast Boy was trying to take the cow, or Beast Boy was dressed as Batman.
Yeah.
And he wrestled the cow and the cow took his stuff. That's how he became him. But I can't remember exactly what happened. Like Beast Boy was dressed as Superman so he could impress Terra. And then he went to wrestle the Bat Cow and he mooed him, like horned him. Boom. Got him out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. And then I remember when I was working on the Super Pet books, I was drawing a Bat Cow book, and the Bat Cow was riding a motorcycle and doing all Batman stuff. And I remember my editor said, wait, is Bat Cow a girl or a boy? And I'm like, oh, it's a girl. And he said, because the writer of the book was writing he and him. He had the Bacow had pronouns, and I actually had to change the pronouns. I said, well, it's a girl. And then the editor says, well, why is Bacow? Why is he a girl? And I said, there's udders. She has udders. And she said, or the editor said, oh, but why is he acting like? Why is the Bacow acting like a boy? I said, Bacow's not acting like a boy. She's acting like Batman. And then he went, oh. And I said, you could leave he and hims, but I'll just turn it to a bull. I'll draw something else that are udders. He went, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm like, all right, leave the udders. That's what's funny about the Bacow.
Kind of
So
a
it was kind of funny.
self-explanatory situation.
Yeah.
Like, just look at it.
Yeah.
The
It's
female.
like the female that have udders.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny that. And then I remember my daughter asking, she was little too, when I was drawing stuff when they were little, and she said, Dad, are there any girl super pets? I'm like, yeah, you got Jumpa's a girl, and Bacow's a girl. And then she went, wait, Bacow's a girl? I'm like, yeah. I said, she's the best one. And then she walked away. She was so happy to hear Bacow's a girl.
She was like, she's the best one because you created it.
You created it.
If you wanted to, could you do a story with Bacow? Or would you?
No, it's DC.
Yeah.
And I don't get any, like if Bacow appears anywhere, I don't get any money and stuff because it's a derivative of Batman. So I can't. Bacow comes from Batman, so it's not an original character considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that makes sense. Like so, if people create like a super character or Bat character or Flash character, Green Lantern, anything that connects to the main guy.
Yeah.
Like if I create a character that's brand new, kind of like what they did, Booster Gold was brand new at the time, and Blue Beetle, he's the third one, so he's like, I don't know if the creators of Blue Beetle get anything like the new guy, so I have to create a brand new guy. And when I was making Super Pets, I made a lot of brand new guys for that, but when my design was too good, I wouldn't send them to him. I would keep them. I'm like, oh, I like this guy, so a lot of my guys I redeveloped for my own self. So it was kind of, and when I told them later, they got my publisher. It wasn't DC, it was Capstone Publishing. They said, "Wait, you didn't give us your best work?" I'm like, no, I kept some. They're like, "Oh, what the heck?" So they were like, they weren't mad at me. They was just like, "What? So what else do you got?" I was like, "I got a whole book full of characters.
Seriously, dude.
I don't want to just give them to you."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I know, like, I made a Nightwing monkey, but he went through a whole bunch of different changes. He was going to be a bat, and I call him Bat Tucci, and now I have him. He's in one of my Who's Who books, but he's going to show up in Webster and partner up with Webster.
Nice.
But nobody knows what he is. He's a mammal of some sort, but he's.
But you just
like
said he's a monkey. Is he a monkey?
Yeah, he could be.
Okay.
Yeah, Bat Tucci could be a monkey.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah, people are digging what we're doing, man.
Oh yeah.
CROHN says we need lightsabers.
Lightsaber for the shop.
Yeah, we do.
When a question pops up like that,
yeah,
Kevin Bixby, is that's like live? That's like a live question or a live comment?
Yeah, people are commenting as we're on here.
Oh,
There's
wow.
there's people watching right now. It's like 3 a.m. Yeah,
Swig.
Swig, Kevin Bixby. It's good man. Yeah, Swig. Mm-hmm. Swig for the working man.
I drank all my coffee earlier because right when you asked me to come on tonight, I had just wrapped up the new episode of Death by Podcast.
Oh, cool.
You know what we watched? This movie called Ice Cream Man with Clint Howard. You know Clint Howard?
Yeah.
Ron Howard's brother, like weird looking brother. Man, what a weird movie. It was a weird movie.
Was that an old one? I never heard of that one.
95. So he plays like a ice cream man in the truck, and he like kills people.
Oh, great! Yeah.
It was wild.
Does he kill the kids?
No, he's actually friends with the kids. Ironically.
Does he kill them with the cones and stuff?
Yeah, but you know it had a crazy cast. It was like a really B like garbage movie, but Jan Michael Vincent was in it from Airwolf.
Oh yeah,
and
Beastmaster, right?
No, that's Mark Singer.
Oh, okay, yeah, the V guy.
Yeah. Who else was in it? It had David Warner, the villain from Tron.
Oh yeah.
Who else was in it? It had the chick from Conan with the camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
The cast was awesome, but the movie was just like, which is why we picked it. Those are the movies that we do. But
yeah, I gotta listen. I listened to your last one with the Star Wars guest.
Yeah, it was fun.
At the show. Yeah, at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At All Yeah Comics.
Yeah.
Beautiful downtown Skokie.
Beautiful downtown Skokie. allyeahcomics.com. Yeah.
That was fun. Tom S was on there.
Tom
and it was
Scapes?
like Tom
Yeah.
Scapes. I had to like it was like pulling teeth to get him to say something good about Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
But it was awesome. I'm glad he was like.
To him, they were just movies. It
Yeah.
didn't change his life.
Yeah.
Like I think you got to see it at a certain point. You know, when we saw it, we were kids. I saw the first movie when I was 8 years old. I saw it brand new in the theater, and I saw it because the first image I saw was in a newspaper, just black and white. It was the poster, the Hildebrand poster. That's the first thing I saw, and it was in the newspaper. And that's what we went to see. And I asked my dad if we could see this, because I remember C-3PO. I looked at him and I see him as painting, so I didn't know he was smooth and shiny, because in the paper it was black and white. And I'm like, what is this? I want to see what this is. And he took us. He heard about it, and he heard about. All he heard was about the Tusken Raider scaring Luke, and he said that there's sand monsters, and I'm like, all right. And then we went. He took us. Man, it was seeing that big ship, the big Star Destroyer. Man,
the opening
that was all it took. Like, felt like the whole theater was shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
That's awesome.
I'm digging it. I dug it, man. D. Brad says there's a Snoopy laying on his doghouse ceramic piggy bank still.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
My buddy still has his Snoopy snow cone machine too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Those were awesome. The juices that you put in the ice there,
Yeah.
I still remember what that tasted like.
Yeah. No, it was ice. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I wonder what that juice was. Probably some kind of like toxic waste.
Probably. I bet it's still fresh. I bet you still eat it.
Yeah,
You know?
probably.
Probably doesn't there's nothing organic in there to go rotten, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, my cousin Sean Patrick. What's up, cuz? Oh yeah, I always have cousins chiming in. Mark Arthur.
Arthur.
Hola.
Hello.
That's a new listener for the show.
Nice.
Oh, D. Brad, Comic Adaptation came out last week, at least a week before Jedi, and I bought it and read it. I was so thrilled reading it. I couldn't wait. Man, I had to.
Wasn't number one like a yellow cover? I feel like Joe just showed that to me.
Oh yeah, it came out as a miniseries.
Yeah,
they had 3 characters on it.
Yep.
And I got the big book. I forgot what they called it. I don't know if it was called graphic novel at that time, but it was a bigger book. It was oversized, like a magazine.
Right.
I got that, and I remember the cover was the snow speeder, Luke on a Tauntaun, and Vader in the back. It was like orange sky.
The colors in those comics were bananas.
Yeah, you could tell they were done with just flat color. Like, I think they used inks, not inks, dyes, like ink dyes. Because I remember in the early 90s, I was trying out for a lot of companies, and they sent me all of these paints. Like, they told me what the ink dyes that they use, and I didn't never painted like that. And it was weird, and I didn't understand it. They gave me a color code to follow, and I didn't like it, so I never got those jobs. Yeah. Nobody hires me till like 30 years later. Go draw some comic books first, boy. Yeah. Well, look at that guy. That's Bill Burr. Yeah.
Isn't that weird to have a Bill Burr action figure in your house?
You could take the head off and put it on like someone else. Another 6. Or is that a 6-inch figure? Little guy.
3 3/4. I'm gonna take the head off and I'm gonna make just a regular Bill Burr body.
Yeah, put a T-shirt on him.
Yeah.
Put like a Boston in Boston.
Yeah.
My cousin. But did they make a 6-inch Bill Burr figure?
I think so.
Yeah. Man, I saw the new 3 3/4 inch Boba Fett colored in the Kenner Toys version.
Yeah.
I saw them, I got excited, and then when I picked them up, it said $24.99, and I put them back on the shelf. Like, because for a little, like, man,
Oh,
I
it was
already,
really? It was the
yeah,
vintage collection
yeah, the little one, yeah,
for $24.99?
$25, yeah. And I'm like, it was at Target, and I'm like, nah, I already have Boba. I could see 3 up there. I have a
Jeez.
Jango Fett with a poncho, looks cool. I have 1, 2, 3 Boba Fetts from the 90s, and I have them on several shelves. I have 2 Mandalorians over there. I got 2 little Grogus. So I got enough Bobas. Like, he was cool looking, but I don't know, $25, man. It's hard to
No,
be spontaneous
yeah.
for
You wanna see what
25 bucks.
you wanna see my Bobas? Wait,
Yes.
above my head.
Oh, I see them.
But then
The
wait, you
droid,
ready? Wait, you
the
ready?
droid ones. Yeah.
Ready?
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
What's
There's
that
an
guy?
there's an action cat up there.
What? Oh,
What?
yeah.
What? Oh, yeah.
Tag him.
I'm gonna make some more. I was just talking to my wife today about my my career plans and my life plans, and she actually listened to me and she had suggestions, which was
Yeah.
really cool. It all comes down to do what makes you happy, and if it's stressful and you don't like it, stop doing it. Finish it up. But so
You're always saying you're always telling stories about that, like your wife.
yeah,
She sounds like a little bit of a gem.
yeah. She's very unique. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She just wants everyone to be able to do their own thing and not complain. But you don't want to like you want to do your own thing, but make it work. You know, like if
Does she also cook really well?
yeah, she makes real good
What does she make?
enchiladas and salsas. She makes Mexican food.
Dang,
Yeah, she makes homemade salsa.
really?
She makes enchiladas and stuffed peppers. She cooks Thanksgiving every year.
Really?
Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas. She makes these big meals. Yeah, man, she's good. Like my recipes are like spaghetti and ragu, and then I make cheeseburgers. I could cook some. I make tater tots. So like I get the dad stuff,
How
but
you
uh,
like you like make tater tots that are frozen, or you make them from scratch?
I make frozen ones. I heat them up.
Oh,
I
okay.
put Lowry seasoning salt on them, so they come
Yeah.
out really good.
What
I
about
make
your
them
burgers? How
crispy.
you make your burgers?
Oh, I make them. I got as big a pot, the same pot I fill with water for pasta.
Yeah.
I put it up and put the lid on it and just throw them frozen in there, and then I let them steam. Cook them up
Burgers?
slow. Yeah, I cook them slow in like a pot with the lid on it, and
Yeah.
then they get real juicy. Yeah,
I've never heard of burgers in a pot.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like I should try that.
yeah. I put them in a pot with the lid on it. Yeah,
Next time you come in the store, make some and just put them in your pocket,
yeah.
and then bring them.
That's how that's how I bring you guys lunch. Like,
I know,
like, here you go.
dude, it's the
You want a
best.
burger?
Dude, the
Yeah.
quad stack.
The quads, man. I haven't been in a while, man. I worry about you guys going hungry. I'm not coming. Like, man, I hope I look at my clock. It's like 3 o'clock. I said, man, I hope those boys are eating. Man.
We always forget, and like and then the show, we'll close and the show will run around,
Yeah.
like time for the show, and we're both just like,
Yeah.
and
You're all
then
drained.
like we gotta like energize, so we'll eat like I'll just down some coffee or something, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm always like bananas because
Yeah.
I'm because I'm running off of coffee instead of food,
Yeah.
so it's like that's why I'm always just like a madman.
Yeah. You guys, man, I love when you watching your shows. I love
It's
being
fun.
on there with you too, but you guys,
It's pretty fun.
yeah, I watch them. I recorded that last song you sang about monkeys too. And
Dude, I can't even remember what it was
it was
because
real quick.
it just came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
it was like 25 seconds, real quick.
Okay,
But I got it. But remember when we did the Ewok?
yeah, that was one of the best.
It's not on there no more. I went to record it, and the video's gone.
The
'Cause
video on the Facebook is gone.
yeah, I think they last 30 days, then they
Really?
disappear. Yeah, but man, that was a good one. So we got to do that to Joe again.
All right,
We got to sing that again next time.
that's
But
weird that they don't just stay there.
no, they disappear,
Huh?
and I don't know how to get them because I went to record it. I watched it once, and I showed the kids like what we did, and it was real cool because we laughed at the end, and it's like that's how we know we had a good one because we were
Yeah.
laughing. And then I went to record it last night. I went to record it, and it was gone. I couldn't find it. So
Yeah.
man, we got to do that again to Joe
Yeah.
because he was reluctant, but then
Yeah.
he riffed into
He
it.
always, he always is though.
Yeah.
Joe's always like, oh man, like, and it's usually with me, but it's like,
Yeah.
he's like, what are you about to do? He's like, what is Adam about to do? Like,
Yeah.
I know, I can read him, and I know when he thinks that I'm gonna like do something to embarrass him or like something, and like I never do, but for some reason he always thinks that I am.
It's like, oh man, what are these guys doing? And then he goes, all right, I'll go for it. And he starts
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of songs saved on my phone because I play them and I just hold the phone at the speaker and just record it. But I gotta put it out, maybe add some. I like hearing when they add like the record player static, like
Yeah.
I like
That's
hearing
awesome.
that. That's cool. Like Beck does that all the time. So I might add some of that. I got a few songs I recorded that are in bits. I gotta put them together. I get a beat in my head and I start humming it. And usually when I'm driving somewhere,
Yeah.
when I'm driving to colleges for 3 hours, I like start thinking of stuff. And I just start recording. So I gotta assemble a few things.
Dude, we
kind
should
of
put
fun.
we should put an album together. and
Yeah, man,
Sell it at the shop.
we could. I got a SoundCloud account now, like with songs on it.
Yeah.
And and some of the
That's where mine is.
some of the three crones. What do we call the three scoops?
I think
Yeah.
isn't SoundCloud? I have a SoundCloud as well. I haven't used it in years, but
Yeah.
isn't it kind of like MySpace now? It's like
Oh,
I
don't
the
know.
old. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
my album is on there that I made, but
I gotta listen. That's kind of cool.
I'll
I
send
know
it
it's
to you.
real easy to do. I have a recording and it uploads like an attachment.
Yeah, it's
It's
easy.
kind of fun. And even Gordy's on there. He has like 56 songs or something.
I was gonna say next we need to get Gordy on one of our songs.
Yeah, and he makes everything on his iPad. So I don't know if we got to get him to make one, but he's doing things now. I don't want to mess him up because he just finished up his chemistry stuff and like, all right, I
Yeah.
don't want to mess you up, man. Just do it on your leisure time.
Right.
Don't make the music your focus. You got to finish school.
I saw today. On a pole. People tape signs.
Yeah.
And stuff. It was It was like a little poster for some music fest that's coming up, and it was all like DJs, and
Oh,
one
yeah.
of them was DJ Gordy.
Whoa.
Like
That
straight
might
up.
be him.
I meant to take a picture, and something happened. Something distracted me, and I forgot.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
look for it tomorrow.
Probably your dog. You're walking with your dog. Yeah.
Or Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
I got to take Michael Jackson.
Did I send you that?
Yeah. He said- yeah, that's what you said.
He's out there. He's out there every night.
Is he?
Dancing, dressed as Michael Jackson.
Doing his spins?
Yeah. And I like walked up to him. I walked up behind him, and I was like,
do you remember the time? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. I like him. I like his music. That's what I'll say. The good music. Yeah. I always wanted to see like a reveal, something. I wanted something, but he went away before we could find out stuff. Let's see what D. Brad's saying. D. Brad was saying more things.
Yes,
My Empire novel said that Owen was Ben's brother. Yes, it did.
Oh wow, that's so weird.
Yeah, well,
What
man,
year
look
was
into
that?
it.
When did that come out? In '83 with the movie, or before it?
I think 1980 was 1980 was Empire. But I
Oh,
remember
right,
reading Owen was Ben's brother when in the Star Wars storybook. I should bring that to show you. I think I have it on my comic rack here.
Does it say it in there? It says
Yeah.
that in there?
Yeah,
If you get a
and
chance,
Biggs too.
if you get a chance, take a picture of that because of where
Yeah.
it says that. Because my buddy Kevin that I do the horror podcast with, he was on my Star Wars podcast because he wanted to talk about Owen. He loves Owen.
Oh, cool.
And
Yeah,
he said that he thought that like when he was a kid that Owen was his brother, but I don't know why they changed that. It's weird.
Yeah, it would have been cool if he was. Like, I don't. And in the prequels, you see Owen just to say, "Oh, that's Luke's uncle," and that's all he did.
Yeah.
But like in the new show was the Obi-Wan show, he was cool. I liked Owen in that one.
He was good.
But
He was good.
then Obi-Wan mentioned he had a brother. So hopefully
that's right. Yeah.
maybe he told little Leia on the wagon. He said he had a brother.
Yeah.
So hopefully, that maybe he had a brother named Owen. I don't know. That's probably what they'll say. Uncle Owen reminds me of my brother Owen. Like, oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone's name Owen.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird that Star Wars, even when I was a kid, that some characters have Earth names,
Yep.
like Ben and Luke, and I remember asking my mom, was Leia, is that a real name? And she said, yeah. And I said, how about Han? And she goes, I never met anyone named Han. I said, how about Solo? She went, no. I'm like, okay. So I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, they're making this up. But it's weird how they gave them real names. And it's weird when that girl said, my name's Rose. Like, that felt like that's not Star Warsy,
Yeah.
Poe Dameron. Like, how come his name's not like Robert or something like that? My name's Peter. I'm Robert. I'm Ringo. Something like that.
There's a dude. There's somebody in one of the new Star Wars comics, and pretty sure his name's Kevin. And I'm like, what?
Kevin, yeah.
Like, get out of here with that. What is that?
And he's a Wookiee. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like,
No, he's a Greedo. He's a Greedo named Kevin.
Kevin, yeah. How you doing, Kevin? Still hanging out with that loser. You still hanging out with Robert? That's right. Swig. Time for a swig.
Swig.
Let's see what Kevin Bixby's saying. I was 4 years old and clipped the Return of the Jedi ad out of the newspaper and pinned it on my wall. Yeah, man. Let's go. Oh, look who's here. Jamar's here too. Jamar Nichols here.
Up?
Oh, yes, sirs. Jamar's a good man. There was an audio dramatization of Dark Empire 2. Was there?
Oh, yeah.
That Dark Empire book, man. That was like the best thing. Man, I loved it. And the colors in there.
Yeah.
Cam Kennedy, I remember, was a colorist.
Really?
Yeah, I remember meeting them to, I don't know if I got my book signed. I think I just met them just to tell them how awesome the book was. Because I remember the lady I told wasn't into it. And I said, this is the best. And she went, oh, thank you. And she turned her head. I'm like, where's some? And I found another guy. Like, I told him. It's kind of like, that's what Franco did when he met George Lucas in Disney World and then called his wife. And he goes, I met George Lucas. She went, that's nice. And he went, her. And then he called me and he goes, I met George Lucas. Yeah. Then he called me and you met George Lucas. You did? Are you sure? He goes, yeah. And then we freaked out. I was on the phone. Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you really say that?
Yeah, that was true. He goes, all right. He goes, let me call her. Yeah, he called his wife first and she didn't like, yeah, I remember that. And then it was before like these cool cell phones. It was like the flip phones. And I remember he sent me a photo of George Lucas, but it was the back of his head walking away. And then and it was real small. You can't pinch it and you're looking at it. I'm like, and then I called him back. That's him, man. that's George Lucas. I believed him.
Was he wearing flannel?
Yeah, he had a flannel collar. Yeah. But you see his hair, and I saw the side of his beard. But you could tell. I don't know if I still have that photo or not. But it was like, or he might have even emailed it to me. Because I remember looking at it and being on the phone with him, so it might have been email. And that was by the time we had I would wear a Bluetooth earplug all the time. Talking to Franco, writing Tiny Titan stuff. It was weird. And then we got Skype, and that changed our lives.
Yeah, Skype.
Headphones and Skype was free, and like suddenly my ear didn't hurt anymore. I had to switch sides with the earplug.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I got this.
Oh yeah, big hot dog. I like that. That's from the Orange Kid.
Yep.
My Salma Hayek's around there somewhere.
Wait,
I have everything behind me. He gave me a Salma Hayek Funko Pop, but doesn't look like her. It's like if you say it's her, that's how you know. Like, I want my Salma looks in my head looks a little different. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of
Oh,
stuff. I got this. You might recognize that. Time Wise.
what you got? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
got Time
talking
Wise.
with Kevin today.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff. Oh, I got this. You might like that.
What you
Logan DVD.
got? Joe might like that. I think Joe
Yeah,
likes that a lot.
I got a lot of stuff. There's all stuff around me, man. I got
Yeah.
toys, but if I move anything off this table, it's gonna fall. But I'm
Are you
scanning
sitting?
on my. Got
Are
these
you
guys.
sitting at your drawing table?
Yeah, that's where I draw. I do everything. Like I have a computer screen, so like
Yeah.
I draw in here. It's right here, right next to me. So I sit here all day, and my camera's right there, of course, but it's on the ring lights. So when I do live, I click and I do this, um, and I draw while we talk. I don't know if I could do it. Should I try it?
What?
Do you want to see that? Should I draw while we talk? You want to see it? How it looks?
You can do it. Can you do?
Let me,
Yeah. So you
let
have
me
two
see.
cameras, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, this camera, and then it picks up the screen.
If you
I
draw,
never.
if you do, I'll draw with you.
Oh, cool. Let me see. Let
I
me
mean, you
see
won't
how
be
it
able to
goes.
see mine, but whatever.
Sharing screen is easy as 2 monitors. Here it goes. Yeah, this will do it. I don't know how to do it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, check this out. Let's see if it shows it.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, there it is. See?
there you go.
There's my drawing screen. So
That's
I
your
sit here.
that's your tape, or oh, that's your screen. Okay.
Yeah, this is my where I draw. See? This is the wrestling book I'm working on.
So you got a tablet in front of you or something?
Yeah. So it's right here. So there's Awesome Bear crushing the lock. He grabs the lock and crushes it. And then he's ripping off the door of the locker. And they're all in shock. What the heck? So this is what I do. When I do my live shows, I
Yeah.
talk. I didn't think I could do it with a guest, but I just
Now
tried
you
it and it
I
worked.
know.
Yeah,
I
man.
gotta figure out how to do this background deal that you got.
Oh yeah, I do I forgot what they call it. It's just. Are you on StreamYard? Do you use StreamYard?
I have it. I've only used it I've used it a couple times for my live streams.
Yeah, you could put it as like it's almost like a wallpaper. See, it's like a brand. Let me see what it's called.
Okay.
And it's
And it'll just is it like it looks like a frame. Yours looks like a frame because it's framing the
yeah,
screen.
it's a background, and I just put different stuff so I could change. Like I'll go back out of the screen, stop sharing, just so we could see. So you probably won't be able to see much, but I could change it like to that. See, I got
Okay.
all your
Like,
comics background.
yeah.
I like this one because my face, but I could put this different things.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I like this one, but it's cool. Or I could just do black. See,
Yeah.
but but you just upload. It gives you the size. And what I did was I just downloaded the black screen and just I make everything that size.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to do. Yeah.
And you set that all up before you go live? And it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it's real easy. And I could change my I could change these things too. Watch. I could do
oh,
that.
I like that.
I Comics
Cool.
Live. Yeah, that one's kind of cool. It shows us. I put Webster up there. Yeah. When I do a single show, I can move over. You know.
Yeah.
But I got Giro Man. I got all these templates that I made.
Oh snap.
Yeah, it's cool, man. And I can use this one with my face on there, the big guy. But
Nice.
I could do all these things, and I could even change the upper logo. I can add like Aya Comics logo to it.
Yep.
See, it's a real dinky ding in the top corner. Yeah, so it's cool. Like I use StreamYard, but I subscribe to it, so I'm able to do more than just the free ones. But
Right.
when I found out, I said I'm going all in, and I just buy it every month. Or every year I just buy it all.
What's it
I just
cost?
pay for the whole. I think it's like $12 a month or something like that.
It's not bad.
$10 a month maybe. So it's like I don't know what's that $100 or $400. I forgot what it is, but yeah, I just buy it. Like there's a lot of stuff I buy. Like I got Dropbox. I buy that, and then I just buy stuff because I need it because it's so convenient to use.
Yeah.
Like when I just did a Svengoolie book and I put it all in Dropbox and sent it to Dan the Deal,
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's just I'm using it and I pay for it. So people, but then they get a link, and then then I see when they download it. It's kind of cool. I
Yeah.
do all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it, man.
I like it. I like it. D. Brad likes scoops.
Scoop
Scoop songs are
song.
funny.
I love them.
He said he loves them. Yeah.
Oh snap! I just remembered
Those
that
are
I
good.
put a potato in the oven,
Did you?
and it's been in the oven.
Is it
I
still
should probably-
cooking?
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
mean,
go.
I probably.
Yeah, we could do it, sir. We had a good show. I like
feel
that.
like I can't remember when I put it in there. I don't know.
Put it in there
Okay.
on Wednesday.
It's not smoking yet, but I should get it.
Mm.
Thanks for letting me come on, man.
Yeah, man, it's fun, right?
Yeah, we should do
People
this
dig
again.
it. We had people watching the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people do you usually get popping in and out on a live stream?
It depends, like what time of day. I get an average maybe between 15 and 20, like at a time. But then when I go, I broadcast in like 7 spots, so I add them all up together, and I could get between 200 and 300 people viewing it live.
Wow.
Because it counts if you just click on and watch. But the number in the corner says 4 right now, but it's possibly that there's more than that watching. I don't know if that's just I don't
But
know.
when you get comments like D-Brad
Yeah.
and stuff, those are only YouTube viewers, right?
No, it's everybody. See, watch. I
those-
put D. Brad up there.
Yeah.
And it's see the F. He's commenting from Facebook.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. D. Brad. And I have so for everyone's Facebook right now. They're all
Okay.
from Facebook. So I'm probably getting more views from Facebook because I'm broadcasting on my own personal channel, I call it my Facebook channel, my famous cartoonist Facebook channel. I like Pink, Skokie. Those are the 4. And now I like Pink. And then I got YouTube, and then Twitter, and Twitch. So
You can do
those.
Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on. We're on Twitter right now, live.
You can do Twitter through the StreamYard?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow. All right.
And I'm trying to join more. I'm trying to add more because I heard about this YouTube kind of thing called Rumble. I just heard about it and I looked at it, and it's kind of hard to figure out. But I wanted to add that to StreamYard so I could at least have another platform. But I can't figure out how to add that. It needs some kind of code or something. But every time they offer me something, like I look on their StreamYard to say what can I add, I join it and I just add it. That's why I'm on Twitch, because they said if Twitch is available, you just click on.
Yeah.
When I broadcast, I click on the logo and like boom, and it shows up. And so, yeah, here it is: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on 8 spots.
It doesn't do Instagram, right?
No, I can't figure out. No,
What's the Twitter? What's the Twitter that you're on right now?
my own Twitter.
Just Art Balthazar?
Yeah, probably at our Baltazar. Yeah, so I'm like people are watching right now. We're broadcasting live, and once in a while I get people from
dang.
Australia, people from Japan. It all depends on what time of day. Like right now, I'm just at night, so I get all the West Coast guys right now.
Yeah.
Mostly West Coasters are watching. And Jamar, he's in Philadelphia, so I get a lot of late. I get all the artists; they're all watching, and then the West Coast guys. And if I broadcast in the morning or in the midday, I get a lot of overseas because they're at nighttime. Everything's like 13 hours there, so it's I don't really tell everyone. I don't have a regular set time. So I just go on whenever I'm ready because when the kids are all in school, I could broadcast at like 2 in the afternoon and just keep going. But then people start getting home about 3:30, 4, and then the house is busy until like 8 o'clock at night. But now with my kids working, I got to keep leaving and go pick them up. So my daughter gets off at work at 9:30, and then Gordy at 10:30, and then so I'm good. Like now, like right now, like nobody's bothering me. Like it's like 2 in the morning. Yeah. Or I used to try to do early mornings. I used to try to go on at 11. So my first year was called I called it Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the Morning. But then my morning kept getting later. I started 11, and the next day it's like 1, and then 2 o'clock, and 3:30, 4 o'clock. So like I just changed it, cut it down. Famous Cartoonist Says Things. And Wolfie's here too. I think he's a West Coast guy. I found an original Giro Man number 0 at my LCS. Who is LCS? With your signature connected to the San Diego Comic-Con. Any thoughts or memories about selling these back in the day? Yeah, man, it was cool. We teamed up. I teamed up with my friend Chris Yambar, He's with Baby Jesus right now. But we did a flip book, half Giro Man, half Mr. Beat, and we just made books to sell at the Comic-Con, and we sold out of them. We brought like a bunch of stuff. Like 10 cases we had of that book, and they were gone. And yeah, that was cool. But the story inside was co-written by a few people, and it wasn't what I thought Giro Man should be. So that's why I redid Giro Man. So Giro Man #1 is a redo. It's what I wanted him to be from the beginning, because he's a spoof off of fast food characters and Chicago food and hot dogs and stuff. So that's where he's fighting. He's fighting all the fast food mascots. Yeah, I have Giro Man #1. I don't think I have it here. It's in front of me, but I have it. It's going to be on my site. I have them. I have the books here printed. I have like 8 books ready to go right now that aren't on my site, but I got to pace it out one a month so I can have a monthly series going on, Yeah, because if I could put them all up there, but then people are going to buy them all and say, hey, 8 months will go by, so you didn't do a new book. So, yeah.
That's cool that he found it in his shop or whatever.
Yeah.
LCS.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're
1998. Yeah, the LCS.
Awesome.
As an LCS
You're
owner.
an LCS owner, so
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Spec is high. Everything I do has spec. Yeah. And Gordy said that. Yeah, one of them said to me.
Potato again.
Yeah.
I just remembered it again.
You gotta remember. You gotta put eyes on it. Maybe it'll be burnt enough you can start sculpting it into something. Make it into an R2D2.
My sister sent me pictures today. Did I send it to you? I didn't send it to you. I sent it to Joe. Of my niece. She sculpted a Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. She's 14. She sculpted it in clay and painted it. It's better than anything I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I am Groot. He's very organic. You don't have to do him any certain way. Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna kick rock.
Man. You're a good man, sir.
Thanks for having me.
You got to stay. At least you got to see the end credits. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. And but thank you, sir. It's been fun. Yeah.
We'll see you soon at the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, man. We're gonna go. I might have to miss Monday. I don't know if I'll be home. We're supposed to go do some stuff on the weekend, but I don't know. We'll see.
Tuesday's the day anyway.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, you're there. Yeah, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
You guys remember those things, man.
Remember those things.
Remember those things. No fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. Wake up and do the things that make you happy. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.
Art. Oh yeah! 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 Famous cartoonist says things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist draws things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist paints things. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.